Hey there, this is Darren. Day 27. Are you trying or are you training? What? This is wisdom from Vince Antonucci. Vince is author of several books, a great friend, one of my best friends, and a pastor, my pastor. He's amazing. And he said this question once: are you trying or are you training? I'm like, what's the difference? And this is how he explained it. And then I'll let you know how I'm applying it. So are you trying, are you training? We've got to check ourselves. We can try to do things, as he set up the illustration. If you offered me $1 million today to run a marathon, I could try really hard, but I probably would only make 5, 6, or 7 miles or pass out at mile number 8. I don't know. I could try. But if you offered me $1 million to run a marathon 6 months from now, that I could train for. I could go and get an article about how to start training. I could call my friends who are marathoners and ask them that question. I could do some research. So I could train. And here's what he said is the difference, which is brilliant. He said, training is doing what you can do today so that tomorrow you can do what you can't do today. Think about that. Training is doing what you can do today so that tomorrow you can do what you can't do today. So not only could I start doing some research from pros and experts, but I could also run a mile today and maybe tomorrow run 1.5 miles, maybe 1.25 miles. But I can do something today that will change me tomorrow because of that experience. So in my screenwriting dream, I trained with some of the best screenwriters in the world, screenwriter coaches in the world. Sid Field, you see Michael Hagen there as well. And I trained, I bought all of the programs, I bought the software, but I literally trained. I'm like, hey, I don't know, I don't understand. So why not learn from people who are world class to be trained by them rather than just trying to figure it out or trying to do it myself? How about you? Are you trying or are you training? I know a lot of presenters try to be funny and they wish they could be funnier, but do they actually train to do it? That's a great question. In fact, that's one of the reasons I started in 1998 creating the Humor Boot Camp with my comedy mentor, Dave Fitzgerald. And we took his comedy writing class and we turned it into a training for presenters, for professional presenters, how they could literally create humor for their market that they could use again and again and again. So we run people through 17 laughter generating exercises to help them do just that, to train to be funnier rather than just wishing or trying. So if you're interested in checking that out, join us for the Humor Boot Camp. Just go to humorbootcamp.com and check that out. It's coming out next week. But I would have worked really hard in the wrong direction if I did not get the training. I probably would have never finished version 1.0 of the script. Now I'm on version 5 of the script and also out there trying. Well, there's some trying involved too, but I also did the training. Trying to get it in front of the right people, which is a different training. And I got some more advice from Michael Haig on that, how to approach that. So, are you trying or are you training? Join us on the 77-day video challenge if you're an author, an expert. 1 video a day, 1 lesson from your life that you lived from experience. If some quote helped you, well, don't just say the quote. You know, we see people paste it on Facebook. Here's a great quote. Here's a great quote. All right. Thank you. You collect great quotes. You post great quotes. But I want to know the difference the quote made in your life. What did you do differently because of it? Not just sharing or regurgitating. Go deeper. Help us go deeper. So join us on the 77-day video challenge. If you don't, if one of my messages or one of the ones you watch resonates with you, please share it. Share it to somebody that you think it might help. And encourage other people who are doing the 77-day challenge. Some of them are really stretching themselves, which I admire, and it gives me courage to keep training rather than trying. See you tomorrow.